Wholesale to Million family, what is up, man? Okay, today I'm bringing you guys a queen. I call her the queen. All right. So she got into wholesaling, a mom with 5 kids, no VA, working 2 hours a day,
Yeah.
cranking out 6-figure a year in the wholesaling business.
Yeah.
You guys, get your pen, get your paper together. And if this video add any value to your life, I'm sure it will. Please show my guests some love, show the queen some love, smash the thumbs up, comment below. Let me know what's the one takeaway you got from this video. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the Wholesale 2 Million family. This is the doer. All right. If you're the talker, then this channel is not for you. This is the
Right.
doer. So, anyways, you guys, family, put your thumb together, and help me welcome the queen, Shakira. What's going on, man? Shaneka.
Thank you so much, King. Thank you so much, King Khang. Thank you for having me. It's such an honor to be with you today. I'm so excited.
Shaneka, the pleasure is all mine. So, if you don't mind, Shaneka, can you tell everybody? I want to know your story. What's going on?
Okay, yes. So I'm not the one that I did go to college, and I started in corporate America, and I had what people would consider, the dream job, and the corporate office, and all these kind of things. But there was always something in me that knew that the corporate life wasn't for me. And one of those things was, my children. So while working in corporate America, I would always feel embarrassed to an extent, and kind of down whenever I would have to call in to work, or one of my children would get sick and I have to leave work early, and I felt like I was always kind of penalized for that to some degree, because my coworkers, the males in the business, my male coworkers, they had wives or whomever, where the wives would take care of those things, or I had younger coworkers that didn't have children, so they didn't have that problem. So for me, I felt like I would never really get ahead, because I was always looked at the one that would have to call in. I would have to use all of my sick days. I would have to use all of my vacation days, and things like that. And on top of it, I was missing out on time with my children. I couldn't always be at every single parent-teacher meeting or anything they had involved in school, when they had plays in school, or any after-school activities and things like that. I couldn't be there the way I would want to as a mother. So I was always looking to kind of save my way out of corporate America. So I did that for about 4 years, and I started, slowly putting money aside, so that I could eventually leave corporate America and live the kind of life that I wanted to live. So I did that, and a year ago, or actually, I came into the knowledge of real estate really after reading Robert Kiyosaki's book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, right? Like, who hasn't read that book? It was an eye opener for me. After I read his book, I went to one of those, 3-day seminar type of things that he has, and I up I took every upsell that there was. I upgraded to every package, so I spent thousands of dollars, y'all. So I had a fairly large tax refund, as a single mother at that particular time, a single mother, working a decent, corporate America job. I got a fairly decent tax refund. Okay. So I took the whole tax refund and invested in purchasing Robert Kiyosaki's real estate investing course. So I took that, and to me, it was a little bit overwhelming. So what I did get out of it was all of the terminology, right? So I learned all of the terminology about wholesaling. I absorbed all of that. I understood it. I understood the concepts and all of that. But I tried to get into it, but it was like at that particular time, all of these groups and all of these YouTube videos and things like that, it wasn't really as prevalent as it is now. Like the way you guys who are watching right now, how you have King Kong to come and watch. I didn't really have that at that particular time. So it was a little bit overwhelming, and I tried, and I actually got a deal under contract, and I'm based out of North Carolina, and I found a buyer through a system that I was using that I actually got with purchasing Robert Kiyosaki's course. I found a buyer. She was in California. She flew all the way from California to North Carolina to view the property. I actually couldn't even go and meet her at the property because I was still working a corporate job. I was still working. I couldn't even meet her. So she came out, flew in and viewed the property. She wanted it. I got the contract signed with her. And I was so excited, y'all, because I was about to make $9,000 on my first deal. Like, that was going to be major for me. So lo and behold, took the contracts to my attorney, and he did a title search, and the seller had a freaking HELOC. Okay, he had a HELOC on the property, and it was like packaged with a bunch of other of his investment properties. He had like 20 some properties, and they were all packaged under this one HELOC, and it was through a private lender. So the private lender would not release any of his individual properties from under this HELOC, so he could sell individual properties. He had to sell them all at one time. So my deal fell through. I was not working other leads at the time. I know for some of you who are new, that was one of the problems that I had when I first started out. You get so consumed with your first deal, you're so excited, and you're not, working other leads. That's one of my failures that I had. And the deal fell through, and that ended my wholesale career. That ended my wholesale career at that time. So I started back working in corporate America. I was like, shoot, I need some money. I gotta have some money so I can pay these bills. I got these children. I'm a single mother. So I went back to corporate America, and I just kept working, and up until a couple years ago, and I got into wholesaling again. Last year, I said I'm going all in this time. I'm just going full steam ahead. So I got my first deal August of last year, and I ain't looked back since.
And Shaneka, how much was that, the first deal?
My first deal was only $5,000, and it was a JV, so I had to split that with my JV partner. But we closed it in 7 days, and so I was super ecstatic about that. I was excited, and like I said, I haven't looked back yet.
So now, how was so can you walk us through a little bit on your first deal there, the 5K?
Yeah. So my first deal, the lead source was from a bandit sign. So I got a call from a bandit sign. I was hesitant about bandit signs, guys. For those of you who are watching, I actually went to a meetup, and one of the guys that was there at the meetup, they were brought up on the panel, and someone asked, like, what is their lead source? And this particular guy, he only does bandit signs. And he was saying that, he was telling us how many calls and deals he makes a month off of just bandit signs. And I was like, okay, let me go order some bandit signs. So I went and ordered some bandit signs, and I put them out. And within 24 hours, I got my first call, and it was the seller. So he gave me a call, and said that he was interested in, selling his property. I went out and met with him and looked at the property. I did do my research, and I knew what he was asking was a little bit too much. But it was my first deal. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make it happen anyway. So I negotiated a little bit. We came down a few $1,000s, but it was enough for it that I knew I can get a little something out of it, right? So we agreed, and initially he's an investor. My seller was an investor, so he was pretty savvy with how things work. So when I gave him my little assignment contract, he was like, no. Like, he was not trying to hear it, and he was like, he X'd out all of my contingencies and everything. He took everything off of my contract, and he wanted an earnest money deposit. And I was taught to put $10 on there. He was like, no, he wants 1,000. I was like, oh my God. So after he X'd out everything on my contract, I said, let me take a few minutes to look this over. I'm gonna take it to my attorney and have him look at it. At the time I didn't even have an attorney yet, so I was like, let me let my attorney look at it and see what he thinks about it. So I took my contract back home, and I went in one of these Facebook groups, and I was like, y'all, please help me. Like, Lord, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, X out all of my contingencies. Like, what am I supposed to do? And the one thing that I was told that, stuck with me was control your deal. Okay. So if that's one nugget you can get out of this today, is always be in control of your deal. So after that, I went back to him. I set up a meeting with him the following day, and I said, let's meet up again. Let's talk about this contract. So, I was just honest with him. We sat there in his work truck, and I was like, look, I'm not actually going to be buying this property. Okay. I'm trying to, flip the contract on this property. I'm trying to assign it to another investor. So I don't have $1,000, and I'm not getting ready to put up $1,000 earnest money deposit, because I'm just getting ready to flip it to another investor. Okay. So he was like, oh, well, why don't you just tell me that from the beginning? He was like, okay. So he said, can you do 100? I was like, okay, I can do $100. I can do $100 earnest money deposit. Okay. So I gave him the $100 earnest money deposit. We put all my contingencies back in there, and did that. So that was probably like on a Thursday. We got that done. That Saturday, I had a showing for the property. My JV partner came through, and he was a breath of fresh air. I had other buyers that came as well, but he was honest with me, and he said, I'm a fellow wholesaler, but I'm looking to partner with other wholesalers in the area. We can do this deal together, and we can do future deals together. So if you value, relationships, which I do, then let's get this deal done together. I think I have a buyer that would take this property. Let's get it done. So I agreed. We got everything. We got our JV contracts signed and everything. He called his buyer while at the property on that same day of my showing. He got on his iPhone and did a FaceTime and walked through the property on FaceTime with the buyer. The buyer said, I'll take it. We emailed him over the contract, and we closed 7 days later.
Boom.
That was my first.
So, oh my God. So, Shaneka, so this is so it's supposedly it's $10,000, but you split it 50-50, right?
Yeah, we split it 50-50, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, now Shaneka, how did you go from your first deal, and obviously to doing six-figure? Walk us through that.
So most of my deals, guys, about 25% of my deals have come from JVs with other wholesalers in my city. So that particular, my first deal that I done with my JV partner, we've done 3 or 4 deals together since then. So, and I've done some, like I said, with other wholesalers in my city. We, I believe in collaboration over competition personally, like in real life. Like, I don't just say that, it's not just a slogan for me. So I actually collaborate with other wholesalers in my city. Actually, I have 3 properties under contract now that I'm working on from another wholesaler in the city that just sent me these this week. So I'm about to disposition those. Hopefully this Saturday I'll help her out on those and get those sold. So I do a lot of JV deals with other wholesalers. So it doesn't cost me any marketing dollars when I do that, because I use Facebook Marketplace very heavily. I also I put up Ghost Bandit signs. Okay. So for you guys that don't know, which if you've been following the King, I'm sure you do know, but just in case somebody's watching that doesn't know, I put up Ghost Bandit signs in the city, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, X amount of dollars, and those amount of dollars should be reflective of, the wholesale prices for your city. So here in my city, for me, I do a lot of good properties. Okay. So for me, those prices are they could be between $25,000, $35,000, $40,000. So I'll put that on my Ghost Bandit sign, and I'll use a call rail number on there, and my phone lights up daily with cash buyers daily. So I do a lot of JV deals. I use bandit signs. I've only done 2 bandit sign campaigns, y'all, my whole wholesale career. I've only done 2 bandit sign campaigns. Like, I try to run a very lean business. Okay. So I do bandit signs. I do JVs with other wholesalers in my market. And ghost bandit signs. And that's about it. In terms of marketing, I've just started doing SMS text blasting campaigns just recently, probably in the last 2 weeks, which has been phenomenal.
Wow. Okay. So, Shaneka, so you JV with other wholesaler, which means they
Yes.
sent you deals.
Yes.
You market your deals out to your cash buyer.
Yes.
Okay. How many cash buyer do you have right now?
I have no idea. I don't know. I have a lot. I have a lot of
Gotcha. So for being in that positions, you probably have a very good way of building up your cash buyer. So could you share some of the ways that you build up your cash buyer list with everyone?
Yes. So one of the things that I do again is Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace has brung me a lot of cash buyers, guys. Facebook Marketplace, my Ghost Bandit signs. Again, put those signs out in neighborhoods where if you don't know, I'm sure Khang has shown you guys how to find the hot zip codes in your area. Find the hot zip codes in your area. Put up Ghost Bandit signs in your area saying, 3-2. How much ever price is reflective of your particular city, and put up, a vanity phone number on there. Don't put your personal cell phone or, phone number on there, guys. Put that phone number up there and your phone will light up. When they call you, say, okay, that I no longer have that property, but what's your criteria? Get their criteria, get their phone number, get their email address, get their criteria, and save that information in your CRM. Okay, save it in your CRM. I actually save all of mine in my cell phone too. I save all of my cash buyers in my cell phone, and I label them. I label them cash buyer, and I put in the notes section their criteria as well, and right in my cell phone. So that's one way that I particularly find cash buyers, and that's how I manage them. Another way that you guys can find cash buyers very quickly, very easily is through Propstream. So I use Propstream, and I download cash buyers according to the particular property that I am trying to sell, or not property, but contract that I'm trying to sell. And I get cash buyers that way as well.
Gotcha. Okay. So, Shaneka, for those of you who haven't watched, I don't know if I don't know if I've done a video on it. I don't think so. So how do people find a hot zip code? I know people are going to ask that.
Oh my gosh, it's a site that I use. Hold on, let me pull it up for you guys right quick. It's called let me get it for you guys. It's called like Hotspot Locator, but let me get the actual website for you.
Okay, so while Shaneka find that, I know that on Propstreams, you guys can also on Propstreams, you want to sign up for Propstreams. I'll drop the link below for you to sign up with you using the link, the benefit. There's benefit to it, so I'll drop the link below. I am an affiliate with Propstreams because that's who we use. We use them all the time. They're absolutely amazing. But on there, they have what's called a heat map. So what you want to do is when you sign up for Propstreams, listen to me. You need to set an appointment, set a meeting. It's free. They will help you through like all the consultation or whatever. All the meeting is free. All right. So you need to book a meeting with them. They'll show you. You need to tell them, hey, show me how to use the heat map. Extremely important. The heat map will show you where all the hot, muy caliente. Yeah. They'll show you all the muy caliente market and the zip code, whatever you want to do. They'll show you how to pull cash buyer. They'll show you all of that. So check it out. It could be a game changer for you. So
absolutely, it's been a game changer for me. Definitely.
Oh yeah, it's been a game changer for us as well.
So that site, guys, is sweetspotlocator.com.
Sweetspotlocator.com. Okay. So now, Shaneka, so how much are you doing marketing on your own? Like, how much are you spending a month on marketing on your own?
Less than $200.
So less than $200, and you're just JVing with everybody. Okay. And then the thing, Shaneka, I'm gonna have a lot of people that's gonna ask a question like this. Is that when they are starting out, should they do what you're doing, or should they find their own deals?
Well, I guess it's kind of up to you and your comfort level. For me, like I network. I go to my local RIAs. I'm kind of, I go and network anytime there's something happening in the city in regards to wholesaling specifically, but real estate investing. I try to make sure that I'm there as much as possible. So I'm always networking. So doing JV deals, it comes easily. And like I said, it doesn't cost any money, any marketing dollars to do that. So they bring their deals to me. And a few times I have JV with them on the reverse side. So, but for the most part, they bring their JV deals to me.
Gotcha.
So if you don't have a large marketing budget, then I would suggest that you look into, networking in your city and JVing with other wholesalers.
Got it. And Shaneka, also too, is could you touch on it where because people probably now want to know, well, so how much do I get paid? Is there a contract in place? Could you tell them that?
Yes, so definitely. If you do plan to JV with another wholesaler, like I said, they bring me their deal. So I require that they show me their contract that they have with the seller to make sure that they actually have the property under contract before you JV, because otherwise you'll be daisy chaining somebody else's. Well, actually you won't be daisy chaining anything, because if they don't have a contract. But you want to make sure that you're not out daisy chaining someone else's deal as well. So sometimes I've heard, some of these Facebook groups, some people will try to market other people's deal without their knowledge, and they're tacking on additional fees. I don't do that. Whenever I JV with someone, they are direct to seller, and we have an agreement and spelled out. I do my JV deals 50-50. Some people do, different percentages or ratios. For me, I do 50-50 deals. To me, one side, it takes two sides to make a deal work. You have to have a seller and you have to have a buyer, okay? So if I'm bringing the buyer to the deal, if you can't get your deal closed without my buyer, I deserve 50%. So that's what I require. I make sure that the contracts have been sent to, I always use my closing attorney when I do a JV as well. Only once I didn't do that, and that particular wholesaler, they didn't cut me out the deal, but they could have. So I'm glad that they were honest, because what happened was he didn't send in our JV contract. So at closing, my name was nowhere on the HUD. It just so happens, like I said, that this particular wholesale ended up being honest, and he met me at the bank and gave me my half of the assignment fee at the bank. But typically I use my closing attorney, and I make sure that all contracts are with a closing attorney, including the JV agreement, so that at closing, my closing attorney cuts those checks to everybody. Okay, so they give the seller their due amount, and they cut my check as well as the JV partner's check. So that's the way.
Gotcha. Okay, Shaneka, you're about to blow up now. Where are you gonna be able to hook people up with the JV contract? I know so many's gonna ask this.
Yes, I can do that. I certainly will.
How can they connect with you then?
So you can come to my Facebook group, Real Estate Investing A through Z, the little dash mark A through Z, and I will upload that JV contract there, so you can come in the file section and get the JV contract that I use right there in the group in the file section.
You guys, just so that Shaneka know that you're coming from the Wholesale to Million, why don't you put in hashtag WTM for me, if you don't mind?
Yes, yes, please
I know,
do, so
Shaneka, I know you're gonna get hit on it like no other. Okay, so I want you to explain this a little bit so people understand now. So you're saying once the purchase and sale agreement that you have with the person that you JV, mm-hmm. they open up escrow with another title company or another attorney. Now you're saying that you're going to bring your JV contract to your attorney.
Yes.
And have your attorney link up with that? Yes.
So typically, and like I said, like I pretty much, I don't get new JV partners. For the most part, I'm working with the same few, 3 or 4 over and over again. So we kind of understand the process now with each other. So, and in fact, a lot of them have started using my attorney now anyway. So, so they already use my attorney now. I think there's maybe one of them that does not. He has his own attorney, but the others that we all use the same closing attorney. So it's a fairly seamless process, and in terms of making sure that we're all on the same page, and that they have their contract, their contract with the seller, their purchasing sale agreement that they have with the seller. They send that over to my attorney, which again, now we all kind of use the same attorney. So.
Right.
makes it.
Gotcha. But the thing is, Shaneka, because I just want to make sure that people that are listening that understand this here. So the question that they're gonna have to you is, well, what if that wholesaler already opened up title with a different?
Okay.
Yep. So
Gotcha. Okay.
what do they need to do?
So in that case, I would just make sure that that they send an email to that closing attorney, copying me on it, sending over that JV agreement to their closing attorney that they've already opened up escrow with. I just make sure that I'm copied on that, and that's the way I would handle that in order to make sure that that I'm covered as far as that goes.
There you go. That's the answer that's the answer I'm looking for. So those of you who are looking to JV the deal, okay? So a lot of times that wholesaler that has that purchase and sale agreement with the seller, they already got escrow open up with another either attorney or a title company. Once they sign that JV contract with you, then you just need to make sure, just like Shaneka said, that they send in your JV contract, CC you in the email, just to make sure that contract, your JV, it needs to go into the same title company, the same escrow agent. Comprende? I hope you guys cat that, okay?
Yes.
So, Shaneka, so right now, so can you share with everybody kind of what's the layout of your business right now? What's the daily thing that you're doing? And you're doing about two hours a day in the business?
Yep.
That's it?
Because with 5 children, I don't have much more time, right? So so again, I don't have any VAs. I don't have a team or anything. So just recently, a month ago, I partnered with another young lady. She and I are trying to work together to wholesale. So right now she does the marketing side of it. So she sets up our SMS campaign. So I get my download with my list from Propstream again, and Khang is going to give you guys the link to that. I get my list from there. We skip trace it. Again, she handles that part. She sends it in to get skip trace, and she uploads those leads. We probably send out our goal this month is 10,000 SMS texts. So we kind of stagger them out throughout the week because again, I don't have a whole lot of time. So she sets those things up, and depending on the volume, but I will try to handle all of those leads that come in, and she will schedule those because you can set up the time that you want those messages sent out. So she schedules those around the time, the 2-hour block that I have that I can respond to those messages. Okay. So for those 2 hours a day, that's what I do. I go through and I filter through those SMS messages for all of those that respond back, they're interested in receiving an offer. I respond to those. I make those phone calls. I will set an appointment if necessary, and I will lock up deals over the phone as well. It just depends on, sometimes I get, older people, older sellers that aren't as tech savvy, so I will have to go on those type of appointments. Or if I'm not particularly familiar with the street or something like that, I'll go on an appointment. I kind of feel it out. I kind of know which ones I need to go on and which ones I don't. But again, I don't have a whole lot of time to be going on an appointment. So I go on the ones that's necessary, or I will send those over to my now partner, and she'll make those appointments. And she works a 9 to 5 too, so she doesn't have a whole lot of time either. So between the two of us, we only have a few hours a day that we have to really dedicate to this business. So that's what we're doing right now.
The queen dropping some bomb, nuking the interview. You guys, if you want to see the queen live on November 8th and 9th, Shaneka, can you tell them? Because, dude, I have an honor to be there with her, to share the stage with her on November 8th and 9th. I'll have her tell you exactly how to go get your tickets.
Yes, guys. If you want to come and learn, what I'll be going over in more detail is how you can go from 0 to 6 figures. And very quickly, I'm going to show you how to reverse engineer your business and how to do this if you're still working your 9 to 5 job. If you are a busy mom, stay-at-home mom like me, then you need to be in the building, because I'm going to show you how you can do this business. And I don't know for some of you if it will make a difference in your life or not, but if $10,000 a month will make a difference in your life, if that will help you out, okay? If that will help you out and it'll make a difference in your life, then come and let me show you how you can do this business. Very lean. You guys heard how much I spend on marketing. Very lean, okay? We're going to do this very lean and with minimal amount of time spent on how you can do this business and earn 6 figures in your first year. Working, like I said, still working your job. And if you're a busy stay-at-home mom like me, I'm going to show you how you can do this business. Come to Las Vegas. Las Vegas, November 8th through 9th. King Khang is going to be there. I'm going to be there. And 20 other speakers are going to be there, blazing the stage, pouring into you guys, showing you guys exactly how you can not only start from where I am, but if you're where I am already, then King Khang and some of the other ones are going to show you how to scale even further. But if you're just starting, if you haven't started yet, if you're interested in starting, if you want to start, if you want to know how to do this, if you've been trying to get your first deal, if you've done a deal or two, but you haven't been able to be consistent with it, come and let me show you how to reverse engineer your business so you can make 6 figures in your first year, okay? Come to Las Vegas, November the 8th through the 9th. King Khang, I'm sure you're gonna drop that. I'm sure you're gonna drop that link in here. But come to Las Vegas, guys. I would tell you, go to www.100kclubconference.com. Okay.
And then you get a chance to win 100G.
Oh my God!
Yeah. So
that is insane.
Yeah. So Tony, the closer, and Jay Morrison is running they're running the show and they're giving out 100K cash.
Oh,
it could be me. It could be one of you.
Yes.
Who's ever in the building might get some, dude.
Buy extra tickets. I think I'm not sure about that. I don't know if every ticket gets an entry. Like the more tickets you buy, the more entries you get. I'm not sure about that, but I bought 3, and I'm speaking. Okay.
So the thing is, what I heard is Tony said every ticket counts. So
wow.
Yeah, every ticket counts. You guys be there, but to me, the fun part gets to obviously meeting the queen, meeting the other 20 speakers, and obviously meeting you guys. You guys get to see us, but we never get to see you. So I love to meet you in person. And I'm telling you, man, dude, it'll be so much fun just to be there, seeing everybody. So go get your ticket. It's cheap. Oh my God, man, it's so cheap.
Like less than $200.
Come on, come on, man. 197. 197, and you get to surround yourself with kings and queens, millionaires and multimillionaires. If you're doing 30, I don't care if you're doing 50, 60,000 a month. Why don't we take it to the next level?
Yes.
And go to 6 figure a month. And for those of you who's starting out trying to get your first deal, I'm telling you, man, there's Shaneka will be there showing you how to actually do it the way where you're starting out with very little cash, right? And being able to JV with other people, deal and crank out 6. Oh, that's amazing. So you're going to get a ton of knowledge. And the link is, I'm going to drop it right below, but go to 100kclubconference.com, get your ticket November 8th and 9th. We're only a couple weeks away. I don't know when I'll probably launch this video with probably either Monday or so. Monday or so, I'm going to launch it. You guys get your ticket, be there. I'll love to see you there. I'm sure Shaneka's going to love to see you there as well. So Shaneka, let's wrap this up. Is that how do people connect with you?
So the best way to connect with me is either through Instagram at Sis Shaneka, SISHANEKA. Most people call me Sis. So when y'all see me, when y'all meet me at the event, just call me Sis, okay? Because everybody calls me Sis. You can also come and join the dopest, fastest growing, most live real estate investing group on Facebook. We have grown to we're right at 11,000 members.
Dang, girl.
In about 3 months.
What?
Everybody in there is loving the group. We do things a little bit different. You just have to come and see how we do it. But totally engaged. The energy is awesome. People in there are very helpful, no question. you know, is a dumb question. All levels of experience are welcome. You're welcome to come in, and we have people that come in from, you know, dropping bombs on different elements of real estate. The name of that group is Real Estate Investing A-Z. So Real Estate Investing A through Z. Come on in there. We'll show you love. Make sure you say you came from King Kong WTM. Make sure you do that hashtag so I can welcome you properly. Okay.
Shaneka, oh, I am impressed. I didn't know that. I am impressed, girl.
Yeah.
Wow, absolutely amazing. You guys, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. Shaneka, the queen, thank you so much for your time. It's such an honor. And you guys, until next time, take care and ciao.
Thank you.